Welcome to a look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 23rd of January and we have new mods and some new updates. If you haven't already seen the news, and there's been plenty of it about over the last 2 days pretty much, FS21 is not going to be released in this fiscal year. Just thought I'd throw it out there in case you weren't aware, in case you haven't seen it. Focus Home Interactive put out a press release, an investor's press release on the 21st, which went through a lot of financial details, but it also went on to say that Giant Software would not be releasing the game during this fiscal year 2020-2021. And then Chris Stumpfer, the Giants community manager, put in Discord today to say exactly the same thing, that they are going to be working on the game for longer. They have 3 DLCs that they're planning to release, I think over the next 12 months or so, and it did mention expansion and things like that as well. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that, just the fact that that is the case. The game will not be having a new release this year in November as a lot of people were expecting. Anyway, onwards. Updates for today. The Man TGS 18500 Kipper by NLD Community has had an update. The Man TGS IT Runner by NLD Community has had an update. The Valtra S series and the New Holland T8, both by Blauer, have had updates. Various little kind of odds and ends. If you go in and check on the change logs, it will tell you. The Danielx321 9 series, you can see in front of you, has also had an update by Blauer, and I thought I would show this one over the others because one of the bigger things on this one is the crawler configuration that has been added to this. It looks very nice on a Danielx321. I quite like that. If you go into your tractors, large tractor, Danielx321 9 series, options available. We change our wheel brand. We've got Michelin, Mitres, Lizard, and it says Trelleborg and Crawler, so you can have it like that. You can have Michelin and Crawler, Mitres and Crawler, or Crawler Track all round. Then back to Trelleborg and Crawler. I like that. Looks pretty swish, I have to say. So that's an update that the Danielx321 9 series by Blauer has had. As far as new mods for today, the Case IH autonomous tractor, the autonomous Magnum, has been released by SimulagriModding. This was first showcased in 2016, I believe, and it was Case looking forwards to the future as a concept. Since then, they've been working with farmers around the world for practical applications, how it will work, what level of autonomy it will have, and there are 4 or 5 different levels they're looking at within this concept: full autonomy, partial autonomy, working alongside other tractors. There's a whole range of stuff, but it's a very odd looking thing. Without a cab, it kind of throws you. But it looks fantastic. With the lights turned on, just jump up on there, you've got these lights that run along the side here. Looks like something from Tron. It's absolutely wow. I mean, what a bit of kit. Now, as far as I know, during 2018 and into 2019, Case have been running what's it called? An autonomous tractor pilot program was what they've been running with a company called Bolthouse Farms. And they said the only way to really work this is to put it into a practical application on an actual farm and get it working. And they're very much doing a kind of what if thing of, you know, what can it be used for, how can it be used, and they're pushing this whole program forward. It's fascinating and it's incredible, and what's really cool is seeing one in the game. Now, as far as where is it, how much is it, what do you get with it, well, it's there. 299,450 horsepower. It is 40 slots, so it's fairly high, which is surprising because it hasn't really got a lot on it. I'm surprised the slot count is that high, but it's 40. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless, it is 40 slots. It will run at 37 miles per hour. There are no options available. That's what you get. You get the tractor, rear 3-point link, sensors and array on the front. But as far as you can get in it, you just drive it like a normal tractor. I mean, obviously there's not going to be a full autonomy in the game as such, other than hiring a worker, which technically I suppose is autonomy. But like I say, those lights on and off I think looks absolutely fantastic. We do have indicators. It's a strange looking thing, but wow, how cool does that look? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're a bit of a skeptic about it, it's just a tractor. At the end of the day, it's a tractor. 450 horsepower, and you can get it to do all the jobs you would normally do. You can go in cab if you want to, and that's what it looks like in cab. So as far as the game goes, you're going to be using it as you would do any other normal tractor, but just a fantastic looking bit of kit. Wow. So there you go. That's by SimulagriModding. Very nice. Moving on. We've got some buildings from Danielx321 and Svitch. So first up we've got Pigsty by Danielx321. This comes as a pack. You've got Pigsty and Chicken Coop, which are these two here. They come together. The Pigsty is 17 slots, this one here. The Chicken Coop is 16 slots. Their buildings are pretty much the same. It's the pens around the outside that are a little bit different. We've got our feed trough and water trough for the pigs just here. Straw goes in the side just there. There's a lot of detail on it. We have got some doors that open, although you don't want to be letting them out, but they do come into this section here. What's quite nice about these ones as well, this is actually where you buy and sell them from. Buy, sell, load or unload is done from this point just here, but this can be used as a shelter barn anyway, he says. So they'll use the front section and the bit underneath there. This whole bit here can be for parking, putting straw in, bales, whatever you want to do, feed. And this one opens as well. Lights are done from here, like so. So that's the pigsty. The chicken coop, you've got your slurry and your manure are both here. Then you've got your chicken coop, which is this one here. Egg boxes will come here. Hang on. Yes, egg boxes come there. Buying, selling is done here for the chickens. Same thing. We can open and close the doors. And you've got storage in here for vehicles and other things should you choose to do so. The lights are in the same place. Like I say, the building on this one is exactly the same. But obviously we don't have the slurry and manure on the side. But you do have a bit under here as well for storing things, whatever it might be. And the feed trough is out the front here. Nicely detailed. Not too expensive, which is quite cool as well. You find these under placeables. Animal pens. So the chicken coop is 20,000. It will hold 100 chickens. And the pig enclosure will hold 30 pigs. And it's only 50 grand. It's not over the top. It's not too much. Not too bonkers. It's pretty cool. Moving on from that, we have got, by the same modder, but also Czarny317, so Danielx321 and Czarny317, we have got this. This is the house in old style. I think it's another Polish one. This is 11 slots. Lots of detail on it. You can't go inside the building itself, but there's lots going on. Nice textures. Got the steps here. Press L3 and there's your sleep trigger for going through the night. You do have a little garage on the side here for parking vehicles if you want. There's a bit of a lip up onto that one. It's not horrendous, but there's a bit of a lip up there. I think the light's automatic. I haven't found a light switch, so I'm assuming on this one the light is automatic. And this you will find under placeables, under farmhouses. 80,000 to buy, and like I say, 11 slots. Not too bad at all. which brings us on to the last of the mods for today, and that's the Cows Barn Old, which is over here. This is by Svitch. This is 27 slots. It's actually fairly high on the slot count, this one. Nice detail on the barbed wire. Water trough around the front here. Slurry point just there. Little shelter underneath, which is very nice too. Milk collection. Actually, that's a good point. Where is the manure point? Unless that's the manure point under there. It'd be unusual if it was, but anyway, I might have to check that in a minute. Does that open? Nope. These two open here for your straw bedding to go in and your feed trough. Here and here. So, nice details on this. For putting your animals in. Now this is a tricky one. I'm going to check this because I'm going to open the help menu. Open gate, the trigger there. Oh, there we go. Cool. There's a trigger just here for opening and closing those. If you come to the side there, you've got a trigger just there for the barbed wire. Because if you're going to load or unload from a trailer, you need to be able to get into that pen, and your buy, sell, load or unload point for your cows is just here, just inside the pen. So your trigger is just off to the side. Just there. Like so. That manure's gonna bug me. I think the lights on this one are automatic as well. I couldn't find a light switch. There are lights inside. Oh, hang on, there we go. There it is. There we go. They're not automatic. I had a look in here earlier as well. I couldn't find it. Anyway, so that's your Cows Barn Old. Bear with me a minute because I'm going to check this situation with the manure. And let's see if we can get some to appear, shall we? Right. A little bit further on. The manure appears here. I did find the water trigger was a little bit finicky. I couldn't get it to work from outside. That was just me personally. And when I tried, I was right over this side to get the water trigger to work on the inside. The feed went in this side here. And I managed to get a trailer to back in to do that. That one there backed up and I got the trigger to work. But it was right inside that door. So it's kind of designed for smaller vehicles. And the straw went in this side, but I had to use a bucket because with the trailer I couldn't get it to unload. I couldn't get the trigger to come up. So that was me personally. I wonder, does that open up there? Don't think so. You never know, do you? No. I can't seem to get it to open. Anyway, so there you go. That's where the manure comes out from. Those are the feed points, and that's the Cows Barn Old by Svitch. And that's the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.